Hi everybody, and thanks for joining me today. We got a fun and easy and very delicious recipe. This is a pulled chicken, chipotle, and Dr. Pepper. Ingredients are pretty simple. The process is simple. Just put it in, let it go. I used a low setting, which about 7 hours of cooking. Then I shredded it and let it simmer for a little bit longer to get the juices in on the pieces. This is a very good recipe, and I like the sweetness, a tad bit of sweetness, along with a spicy chipotle sauce. Gives a little bit of complexity, which I enjoy this recipe. I liked it actually more than I thought I was going to like it. And I've been serving it this week as my meal plan. I've been had some extra tortilla circles left over, so I've been making little burritos with it. First night was just the meat. The second night was the meat with sauteed onions. And then last night was the meat with no-fat yogurt and a Greek yogurt. And it's been awesome, an awesome taste. I hope you give it a try. The recipe and the ingredients will be on the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's get cooking. All right, here's our ingredients for the slow cooker Dr. Pepper Chipotle pulled chicken. It's going to be serving about 5 to 6 servings. It's going to be my meal plan for the week for my dinner. I got some soft taco shells, and I'm going to saute yellow onion, and I'm going to mix that together, make some tacos with this. I'm really excited about this one. But we start off with 2.5 to 3 pounds of chicken. I did a chicken breast. You could do chicken thighs, boneless. Then we're gonna do 12 ounces of Dr. Pepper. I got a little bit more, so I gotta get it down to 12 ounces. Then the chipotle, 2 to 3 chipotle peppers and adobo minced. There's our things. I just take it out of there. Our ketchup. Hunt's 100% natural ketchup, and Hunt's is my brand for ketchup. And then we do the brown sugar. Then we'll go ahead and do the apple cider. Then we do the garlic powder right over here. Then the onion powder. Then the smoked paprika. And then we're gonna do some black pepper. And then some salt to taste. All right, and it's gonna be a very simple one, and I left myself plenty of time, so I'm gonna go low and slow on it for cooking wise. But we're gonna go ahead and prep the sauce in the bowl. We're gonna put together all the Dr. Pepper, ketchup, chipotle peppers, brown sugar, vinegar, and all the spices. Then we're gonna get that stir it up. I'll show you that. Then we'll load the cooker and place the chicken in there. We first place the chicken in there, then we'll pour the sauce over it, cook, and we're going to cover and cook on low for 6 to 7 hours. If we were to do it high, if you had less time, 3 to 5 hours, or 3.5 to 4 hours. And then when the chicken is ready, we're going to shred it with a fork. Then we're going to remove the chicken and shred it, and then we're going to return it back to the slow cooker and stir the coat well and let simmer on warm for another 10 to 15 minutes. This way allows it to soak in the flavors. Then we're going to taste and adjust. It's a type of recipe. It's going to be good tasting, easy to cook, and I'm looking forward to getting started. Let's go, folks, and thanks for watching. Let's go. All right, folks, let's go ahead and prep the sauce. In the bowl, we're going to whisk together the Dr. Pepper, 12 ounces. Right into there. Then we're going to go ahead and put in the 2 to 3 chipotles with the sauce. I actually did 4, so could be a little bit too spicy, but I like the chipotles. Then let's go ahead and do the 1/2 cup of ketchup. Here's our Hunt's ketchup. Then we're going to go ahead and do the 1 tablespoon of the apple cider. Put that in there. Then we're gonna go ahead and do the 1 teaspoon of garlic. Here we go. 1 teaspoon. Then we're going to do the half a teaspoon of onion. Here we go, that's half. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Here we go. And then we're gonna go do some pepper. Gonna do pepper to taste, but I really recommend a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And then a little bit of salt to taste. And then we're going to mix this all together. All right. Once I get this mixed together, we're gonna put the chicken in the slow cooker, and then we'll put this on top. It should cover the entire chicken. All right, folks. Be right back and let's go. And I forgot to put the brown sugar in there. Let's put that in there. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna stir this up and we'll be ready to put it into the slow cooker. And don't forget the brown sugar. Let's go. All right, here's our chicken in our crock pot. Here's our mixed sauce. And let's go ahead and pour it in there. You can see the chipotle sauce chunks going right in there. And we want this to make certain that it covers the entire chicken. You see that one sticking up a little bit, so I'm gonna make a little bit of adjustment here. Move it around. All right, and remember we're gonna cook it on low. I'm able to do it low and slow, which I prefer to do. I feel like it keeps moisture into the chicken more than the high settings, but at times I have to do the high, but we're gonna do it low and slow for 6 to 7 hours. Or if you need to do it on high, you can do it 3.5 to 4 hours. Then we're gonna shred it, then we take it out, shred it, put it back in, simmer a little bit more. All right, folks, looking forward to this one. It's gonna be a good one. Mouth is watering. This is gonna be a nice recipe. Let's go and get this cooking. Let's cook. All right, folks, here we go. About 7 or 8 hours later, and the pulled chicken is done. Pulled chicken, Dr. Pepper, Chipotle. I had a bit there, but it was good. I'm gonna let it cool down before I put it in the refrigerator. And like I said, this is gonna be my meal plan dinner for the week. You can take a look here, see how moist and tender it is. Very good texture. And let's take a bite here. It's really good taste. And I'm gonna be mixing this up with some soft taco shells, then some sauteed onions, and I think it's gonna be very, very good. All right, folks, as I mentioned before, the recipe, ingredients, instructions will be on the comments. I really appreciate you watching. Hope you give this recipe a try. And if you got any value from the recipe or the video, please consider liking and subscribing. All right, I appreciate your time. And until next time, let's get cooking and let's go.